for sure what tomorrow will bring. But if there's no rain in your future, a drought can and will happen. Although a long dry spell can ruin your crops, it shouldn't ruin your life. Make sure you secure your future with multi-peril crop insurance from QBE, NAU, and Western Kansas Insurance. You and your family deserve the QBE, NAU peace of mind. See Western Kansas Insurance Services at 310 Court Street in City, Kansas today for more information. NAU Country Insurance Company and this business are equal opportunity providers.
Welcome back here to the Scott Community Event Center. Adam Kadavy with you on Mix 94.5. Your pregame interview is brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Nguyen in Scott City and Leota. I'm joined here with Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame. And Coach, thanks for joining me here this evening. Congratulations, second straight year making it to a sub-state championship game. It's never easy to get to the finals, especially in 3A when you got to get two to get to the finals. But a dominating win over a pretty good Norton team on Wednesday night, 71-41, and really just kind of started all behind the arc with 18 threes.
Yeah, anytime you make that many threes, it makes things pretty easy. I thought our guys did a pretty good job coming out defensively with the right mindset, making their shots challenged. They were difficult to get off. That's probably why they wasted and ran so much offense. But thought we did a really good job on both sides, not forcing too many things offensively, just letting the offense come to us. And then defensively, we didn't allow them to get too many extra possessions via the offensive rebound. So we did a really good job. We're going to need another one tonight.
It was Xavier that got hot there, and boy, he got hot 6 and 3s in the first half. But I thought the distribution, which probably goes unnoticed when you have that many threes, but just a lot of kickouts and a lot of assists for you guys.
We've been talking about that. That's what we search for in pretty much every game. We want to be aggressive, hunting the paint, and then we want to play off the kick out. And not only off the drive, but also get the ball into Jackson early, seeing what the defense wants to do to him, and then he's a fantastic passer as well. So our guys know that he's looking for him, and so on our team everybody's ready. It doesn't matter who it is or who comes off the bench; they can all shoot it. So when it's their turn, they got to be ready for it.
Once again, it is Coach Brian Gentry here. Pregame tonight. Scott City gets the Goodland Cowboys. Round 3 between Scott City and Goodland. They won a emotional win game over Colby on Wednesday night, 55-53. They were down 6 with about 3 to go, and then came back and won it. And take a look at this Goodland team. It's just much the same as the first time, 2 times around. A lot of heights, but it should be a good game.
They can shrink the floor pretty well defensively with that length that they have. So we've got to do a good job of spacing them. We got to get the ball into Jackson and see what they want to do with it. In the past they've really shown a lot of support and help down there with whoever's guarding Jackson. So our shooters have to be ready. If that's the same game plan that they go with tonight, we got to be ready to roll. But they are a very, very good team, and it just depends on which mindset they come out with. At times you see them play and kind of looks like they're going through the motions, and at other times they really get after it and they're really good. I'm sure they'll be pretty amped up tonight. It's going to be a challenging game, we know that, but our guys are ready for it, and it should be a fun night.
There's a lot of similarities with you guys. You guys have had some different players really step up along the way, and you've had that with Avery last couple games. You've had that with Junior, who had a career on Wednesday night, and you've also had that with Alex. So it just kind of comes down to that little bit of the matchup.
Yeah, it does. It really just depends on which one they choose to help off of. The other night it was Avery, and he's kind of been the recipient of that. People back off of him. You can't really back off of Eloy too much because he's so creative with the ball, so you got to have a guy there. But it is nice to know that on any night, it can be any 5 of those guys that start. And, Brooks hasn't really shown it yet offensively, but he has the ability to get hot. And so it is fun. It is challenging for a defense to try to figure out how to guard, because if you're going to leave one of our guys, Jackson's going to find him, or one of our guards is. And at the same time, if you're going to go one-on-one with Jackson, he's more than capable of doing the job by himself.
Should be a good one for a trip to state here as Coach Brian Gentry joins me, your pregame coach. Thanks for the time as always, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Beaver coach Brian Gentry. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Nguyen in Scott City and Leota. More to come on your pregame show. I'll break down the matchup. Also bring you starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
fixer-upper? Likely not. You'd call the heating experts at Turner Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Scott City. Find out how you can save on your heating and cooling bill with the Bryant Evolution system. Call Turner Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning today at 872-2954 to help you save money on heating costs. Free estimates are available. They say thank you for your business and look forward to working with you. Turner Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, South Highway 83 in Scott City, where they do whatever it takes.
America is at work. From farms to construction sites to factories, millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Even if it's been years since you graduated, your college team is your life. Well, you can have an agent for life, and auto, and home, and business insurance. Imagine that. One insurance agent for everything. It's that simple. So get a Farm Bureau agent for life. In Scott City and Dighton, call Neil Baker. In Dighton, 620-397-5345. Or in Scott City at 620-872-7226. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Nothing's better than homemade food. Well, that's what you get at Mom and Pop's Burger Stop in Scott City. What makes Mom and Pop's Burger Stop so good is they serve fresh burgers and slice up the best homemade pies in town. Don't forget they have a full salad bar along with weekly specials. You can check out their Facebook page, Mom and Pop's Burger Stop, for more information on their weekly specials. Or call 620-874-9292. Drop in for homemade food at Mom and Pop's Burger Stop, 308 West 5th Street, Scott City. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 and 5 to 8.
Miller Veterinary Clinic in Scott City loves to take care of your large or small animals as much as you love caring for them. Doctors Callista Miller, Stacy Rogers, Ellie Minix, and staff provide quality and compassionate care for your pet's health. They invite you to bring your animals in for checkups to keep their health in top shape. Miller Veterinary Clinic is also a full-service clinic and offers quality care with their boarding and grooming facility. Animal health supplies and foods are also available. Miller Veterinary Clinic, South Highway 83 in Scott City, where they have compassionate care for all of God's creatures.
Proudly supporting the Scott City Beavers on KSKL Mix 94.5 is Weathers Land and Livestock. They wish the Scott City Beavers the best of luck during the 2024-2025 season. Hard work, dedication, and persistence are the keys to success for a great season in athletics, activities, and even in the classroom. Proudly supporting the Scott City Beavers on Mix 94.5 is Weathers Land and Livestock. Good luck, Scott City Beavers, from Weathers Land and Livestock.
All right, we're back here inside the Juiced Up Scott Community Events Center. Adam Kadavy with you here. We'll be a little late getting started, probably around 6:40 to 6:45 here tonight, but fourth and final game of the day here with Scott City and Goodland. Scott City does lead this series 41-34, but Goodland is 5-1 against the Beavers in the last 6 games. In sub-state play, Scott City leads Goodland since 1964, 12-2. The times that Goodland won in sub-state, 1995 and 1975. That makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking because it's 2025. But last meeting between the two teams in sub-state play was March 2nd, 2017, a 58-47 win in the 4A Division II sub-state semifinals. That was over at the high school. Last sub-state final was won on this date 11 years ago in Goodland, 57-45. Also, some little interesting notes. Every time that Scott City has played Goodland, the Cowboys played Colby the game before. How does that work? I have no idea. But the Beavers have 4 losses this year, 2 of them coming to Goodland. Goodland 19-3 on the year. They're a state runner-up team a year ago trying to head back to state. So far, Lincoln's the only team that we know of that has punched their ticket to state. A lot of the 5 o'clock games have been wrapped up across the state. But we'll try to get some indications of where that's going to go along the way. If Scott City wins, they'll be likely a 4-6 seed. If Goodland wins, they'll be a 2-5 seed. Lakin right now is the only one with a 22-1 record. There will be a 1 or a 2 seed going into state, as they won earlier today over Boyd here in this gymnasium. But the Beavers, well, they couldn't shoot any better from three than they did the other night, going 18 of about 30 from threes. That was 54 of their 71 points from the three-point arc. And let's see, it was a 21-1 run in that second and third quarter to an 8-minute stretch for the Beavers. They shot the ball 50% from the floor. Only had one free throw and 5 turnovers. Redkey had 20 points, including 6 threes. Junior Mace had a career 18 all on threes, and Jackson Rumford had 16 points and 11 boards. So Scott City trying to punch their ticket to state. They haven't been to state since 2016. I feel maybe this is an opportunity right here in their second consecutive sub-state championship game. Also in their second straight sub-state championship game, the Goodland Cowboys. They're the number 1 seed of this sub-state. They got past Cimarron 59-33 and Colby 55-53. It was a game where they trailed by 6 with about 3 minutes to go, and then went on an 11-0 run, led 55-50 late in the game, and then a three-pointer by Colby made it 55-53 final. But that was a back-and-forth game throughout. Colby was in the driver's seat with 3 minutes to go, but they Goodland rallied late with a furious rally and fell short by 2. And that was a night where Zach Thorson hit a pretty much took care of his old career high is what I'm trying to say. He pretty much obliterated it. He had 21 points, including the go-ahead 3, with about a minute to go in that game in the victory. Brady Brumbaugh had a season-low 11 points. And it was their 5th win in 5 tries against Colby that on Wednesday nights. Goodland's losses, 2 of them to Holcomb, including right at the end of the regular season. 77-64, where Holcomb went up for 13 threes in that game. And they also lost to him right out of the Christmas break. The other loss was to state-bound Olathe North. Scott City's losses, 2 to Goodland, 1 to Hugoton in this building in overtime, and then at Colby right before the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Goodland this year led by Brady Brumbaugh, an Old State player, 21 points a ball game. He lit up Scott City for 33 points in this building in December. We're going to have 2 All-State caliber players on the court here tonight with he and Jackson Rumford. There's no question about it. Lincoln Kier averages 10 points a game. They're a team that Goodland averages 60 points a game. Scott City just under 60 points a game. You have the feeling that these two teams have a lot of similar traits here, both pretty even. And how different players have really stepped up with the scoring here down the stretch. For Scott City, it's been the steady Jackson Rumford all season long, and then you had Alex Trango with a 22-point game against Colby. You had Avery Radke with a 24-point game against Kingman. You had Eloy Ruelas with a 14-point game against Sterling. You had mentioned him, Junior Mesa with 18 the other night. He's had a 17-point game as well here in this season. For Goodland, you had Braylon Mole, who had a career-high 18 against Scott City last time. Brumbaugh, of course, is 33. They had Blair Lennon, who had a 12 against who was that? Syracuse, excuse me. And then you also had Zach Thorson, who had a 21-point performance against Colby the other night. So these teams have had some different players step up here as the season has progressed on. And Lincoln Kier has that ability too. He had 26 points against Colby in the Topside Tip-Off Championship. As we're moments away from getting started here, we'll have starting lineups and keys to the game and the opening tip-off here coming up here in moments here. So far, one team that we know of has punched their ticket to state on the 3A boys. All the girls' teams have been set up for the state tournament. All they have to do is do tiebreakers. They'll have a 2-way tie for the 2-3 seed on the girls with Halstead and Osage City at 22-1. Girard, Silver Lake, and Colby will have a 3-way tie at 21-2. Neodesha will be the 7 and Holcomb the 8. Heston will be the 1 seed. Those are pretty much the ones that are set in stone there unofficially for the state tournament. All righty. We are going to step away for another break. We'll come back with your starting lineups, keys of the game, and the opening tip. We'll do that after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Go Beavers! Richards Financial Services.
Ask that you enjoy the game. The New York Times fans to watch and cheer. Please remember your sportsmanship allows the coaches to coach, the officials to officiate, and the players to play. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand and pay honor to America and her troops at home and abroad as the SCHS Encore under the direction of Mr. Chris Hubbard sings our national anthem.
A capacity crowd here, overflowing crowd here in Scott City here tonight. Adam Kadavy with you, looking forward to this matchup. Starting lineups tonight presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. The visitors on the scoreboard tonight, even though they're in their home gym, Scott City. Brian Gentry, the head coach in his 9th season, assisted by Joey Meyer and Drew Kite. Eloy Ruelas, the 5'10 senior at 8.1 points and 4.8 assists a game. Avery Radke, the 6'1 junior, 9.1 points, 4.8 boards a contest. Also, Junior Mason, the 5'11 sophomore, 7.3 points, 2 boards a game. Alex Tarango, he is a 5'10 senior, 9 points and 3 rebounds a game. And Jackson Rumford, the 6'6 senior, 20.5 points and 10 rebounds a game. Eloy Ruelas, Avery Radke, Junior Mesa, Alex Tarango, Jackson Rumford. For the Cowboys of Goodland, Mikey Dahl in his 8th season, assisted by Chase Topliff and Eric Connor. It'll be Braylon Mole, the 5'11 junior at 7.6 points, 3 assists a game. Lincoln Kira, 6'6 senior, the future Kansas State tight end, 10.6 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Brady Brumbaugh, the 6'6 senior, 21 points, 5 boards a game. Zach Thorson, a 6'1 senior, 5.3 points and 5 rebounds. And Blair Lennon, the 6'5 senior, at 6 points and 4.4 boards. Braylon Mole, Lincoln Kira, Brady Brumbaugh, Zach Thorson, and Blair Lennon. Those are your starters here tonight. Keys of the game are presented here by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where you go the proven winner when it comes to insurance. They score big with their policy holders. Keys tonight for Scott City, I think it's kind of to continue the same recipe. Work it into the post to Rumford. Work it through the post. Second key for the Beavers, make sure you keep Brumbaugh in front of you. He does a good job getting to the foul line. He also has hit 55 threes this year. Those are your keys to the game. Scott City wearing the road navy blue uniforms in their home building, the lighter blue numbers and letters. Goodland in their home white tops. They have the black lettering, gold numbers, as it'll be Lincoln Kieran, Jackson Rumford to tip it off. It'll be Colby Johnson to throw it up, Bobby Fossum, and also Stu Chance, your officials. Hope you enjoyed this championship broadcast. As the fourth and final sub-state championship game is underway, and it'll be saved into play to the Goodland Cowboys. First possession of the game for Goodland. Braylon Mole with it up top, goes right over to Lincoln Kier. Kier with it at the foul line, underneath, ball deflected, but picked up by Brumbaugh. Oh, that's going to be goaltending. And 2-0 for Goodland early on here with 7:42 to go first quarter. So Brumbaugh will get the score on the goaltend. And the first possession coming up here for Scott City as Goodland applies a little pressure. With it is Jackson Rumford. He'll take it into the front court. Scott City trying to make it to state for the first time since 2016. Goodland trying to repeat back to state where they were runner-up a year ago. In the right corner, here's Ruelas for three. It's good! Ruelas drains the three, his 28th of the year, 3-2, 7:17 to go first quarter. Now Lincoln Cure with the dishes right. Here's an answer back three. Good. Braylon Mole, his 34th three, 5-3 Goodland for first minute of this ball game. You can tell that the players are amped up for this championship game, and rightfully so. As I said earlier in the pregame, it's a shame one of these teams is not going to state. They're very deserving to go to state. Up top with it is Junior Mesa. Now goes to Avery Radke. Into Jackson Rumford, guarded by Lincoln Cure. He'll back his way in on Cure. Now goes to his left. Pump fakes twice. Puts it up. Leaves it short. Got his own rebound. He'll go up again, and we're tied. Rumford persistent on that one. He ties the game up at 5. 6.5 to go first quarter of play. Cure with it now guarded by Mesa. And a mismatch. They'll lob it over to Brumbaugh. Guarded by Tarango at the left block. Now backside to Lennon. Up top to Cure. He'll try an open three. He'll bury it. Cure just his second three of the year. Goodland 3 of 3 to begin, up 8-5 with 6:15 to go first quarter. Eloy Ruelas into the front court with it. Up top as Goodland goes man-to-man. Tarango into Rumford, backing his way on Cure.
For exceptional service and
Ruelas, a three for the tie. No. Rebound Lincoln Cure for Goodland. And then stolen away into Tarango, pump fakes. He'll reverse his layup. It's 8-7. With 5:51 to go first quarter. Good steal that time, and Tarango on the board. First Goodland Cowboy turnover, and Ruelas with the second Cowboy turnover. He'll lay it up. Oh, he left it short in the rebound. It goes to Blair Lennon. Oh, missed opportunity that time for the Beavers, down 1. 5.5 to go first quarter. You're going to have to hit those. If you miss a few of those could come back and haunt you. Cure guarded by Tarango tightly up top. We're going to have some early subs here as Cure's going to drive in, then dish it to the right corner. This is Thorson driving in, dishes it, throwing away. And, yep, it was thrown away. Third straight turnover. Goodland thought it was tipped, and I think Stu Chance might end up overturning this call. As he and Bobby Fossum will talk it over, and now Colby Johnson into it. Brooks Bailey in for Scott City. And Cason Cedarstrom will be in for the Goodland Cowboys. Here with 5:14 to go. Nope, they do change it. They give it back to Goodland. It was tough to see from probably the official on the baseline, but Stu had a pretty good view of that. And then in the end, that was probably the right call. So Blair Lennon exits. Goodland keeps the ball up 1 with 5:14 to go first quarter at 8-7. Cowboys to lob it into Lincoln Cure out high. Up top now, here's Zach Thorson. Back a screen. Mole, foul line fadeaway. Bounces in. Goodland is 4 of 4 to start this ball game. Mole with 5. And it's 10-7 with the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. That's going to go down a little bit as this game goes on. They're off to a hot start shooting. They've hit a couple of threes. Goodland is a pretty good three-point shooting team. They've hit 138 this year. Scott City's hit 161, both right around the 30% mark. Rumford for the tie, airballed it. Saved into play, right to Ruelas, and he'll throw it up to Rumford. He'll pump fake going up, splits the defenders, gets fouled going up, and he'll get 2 free throws. What a hustle play by Avery Radke to save the possession. And that foul will be on Cason Cedarstrom, his first, team foul number 1. They call it a foul on the floor, not a shooting foul, with 4:35 to go first quarter. That's the first foul of the ball game. Goodland is 4 of 4 from the floor, leading 10-7. Scott City is 3 of their first 7. Up top, here's Alex Tarango with it. Looking to drive in, he's cut off. Goes right out high to Eloy Ruelas. He'll try to drive in on Cure. He does so, then dishes it to Tarango. Gets it poked away from behind, and Scott City with their almost not a turnover, as it's kept alive with 4:18 to go first quarter. Now Tarango, he saves it right to Cedarstrom, and a turnover by Scott City. Brumbaugh up top to Cure. He'll just fire another three, and he'll be missing that everything, and right by the Scott City crowd. And they let him know about the air ball with 4:04 to go first quarter. 10-7, Goodland with the lead. Scott City will get the ball back. The Cowboys to play some pressure in the backcourt just to maybe eventually force them into a kin count, but that's not going to be the case. Just to keep them honest. Now a cut and the back-to-back turnovers on a bad pass. Good defensive play by Thorson. He'll lay it up and one. 12-7, Goodland with 3:50 to go first quarter, but Scott City needs better passing there, and that foul will be on Eloy Ruelas, his first. And Thorson, who got the basket, continues his hot start from Colby from Wednesday night. In for Goodland will be Blair Lennon, and also into the lineup is Jackson Miller, the 6'1 sophomore. At the line is Thorson. He's only 3 of 3 at the line this year and make it 4 of 4. And Goodland with the last 5 of the ball game up 13-7 with 3:50 to work first quarter. Scott City trailing for the first time in postseason play, and even since the Huguenin game. Nice give to Tarango as he's fouled going up. He'll get 2 free throws, and that'll be team foul number 2 on the Cowboys. They're going to get Zach Thorson with the foul, his first. 2 free throws for Tarango. He has 2 points already. He is an 80% free throw shooter. Last time Scott City played them, they were just 2 of 6 at the line. And, boy, say that, and it remains 13-7 with 3:39 to work first quarter. Second free throw pending. Good. He hits 1 out of 2. He has 3. It's 13-8. 3:39 to go first quarter. How to break the little 5-0 Cowboy run. And now Brumbaugh almost lost it. Now throws it left baseline. Here's Cedarstrom driving in. Pump fakes on Rumford. Bounce pass up top to Brumbaugh, guarded by Tarango. Drives in, spin move. Good defense that time. Now Brumbaugh uses up a dribble, finds Lennon up top. Case and Cedarstrom back to Brumbaugh. Dribbles behind the back. Floater in the paint. Got it and one. 15-8 here with 3:15 to go first quarter, and Goodland continues their wide hot shooting in this first quarter. And Alex Tarango is first, team second, and that's not who you want to put the line is Brumbaugh. He is a 75% free throw shooter as Thorson exits for the Cowboys and Mole back in. Second free throw is good, or the free throw is good, and Goodland with back-to-back three-point plays to go up 16-8 as we approach 3 minutes to go first quarter. But Goodland hot shooting from the field. 5 of their first 6 into Rumford. Now kicks it out to Tarango. He'll try a 3. That is crawling off, and the rebound goes to Blair Lennon, his second board. Scott City's cooled off here in this first quarter, down 8, 2:50 to work first period. Brumbaugh is going to drive in, dish it right corner, turning down the shot with Cedarstrom, and now it goes to Mole. Back up top here is driving in Jackson Miller. He gets tied up and then finds it to Lennon. Up top, Brumbaugh for 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped around, and Goodland has another crack at it in the hands of Cedarstrom. And now he'll drive in and lay it up, and he's going to draw the foul. Right now, Goodland firing on all cylinders here in this first quarter. That's on Avery Radke, his first, Scott City's third team foul. 2 free throws for Cedarstrom, where he's 67% on the year, but Goodland has been aggressive here in this first quarter. They lead 16-8 with 2.5 to go. Free throw is good, and it's now 17-8. They're on a 9-1 run over the last 2 minutes. Second free throw coming up here, and it's 18-8. Goodland perfect 4 of 4 at the line, and they cannot miss here in this first quarter. They're up by 10, under 2.5 to go first quarters. They're carrying that emotional momentum run from the other night and almost a steal. Here's Tarango, left corner to Ruelas, trying to end the bleeding. He cannot. Boy, that went halfway in and out. And then ripped away by Brooks Bailey. Gets it to Ruelas. Scott City with the ball down 10. 2:10 to go first quarter. And now they'll throw it away for, then Jackson Miller couldn't hang on to it. And a break for the Beavers. Thorson back in for Jackson Miller for Goodland with 2:06 to go first quarter. 18-8 Goodland with the lead. They're on a 10-1 run over the last 3 minutes. Inbound into Rumford. He'll try an open 3. Get in there. No. Rebound ripped away by Radke. He'll go up to his right. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. All 4 of Scott City's rebounds are on the offensive end in this first quarter. That's team foul number 3 on the Cowboys. They're going to get that on Cedarstrom, his second. 2 free throws for Radke, where he's 77% on the year. Scott City just 1 of 6 on threes in this first quarter, and they cannot buy a point here. They have gone without a field goal for over 3 minutes here. They're down 18-8 with 2 minutes to go. Lincoln Kieran, also in his Junior Mesa. Out for Goodland is Cedarstrom, and out for Scott City is Bailey. With exactly 2 minutes to go first quarter, the Beavers just 1 of 3 at the line. Goodland a perfect 4 of 4. But Scott City only 3 field goals here in the first quarter, and they cannot buy the free throw as Brady Brumbaugh with the board. 18-8, minute 55 to go first quarter. Scott City just 3 of 10 from the field, and Brumbaugh for a 3, airballed. That'll be saved into play, though. And Goodland with another possession, and a 3 is on the way. No, rebound Rumford. Their first defensive rebound, and break for the Beavers there. Here's Tarango. Can he knock down the 3? The answer is no. Scott City, Radke ends up and then stolen away in the hands of Thorson. Man. In transition, Brumbaugh loses it. That's a travel, and that's Goodland's 4th turnover. Make it the 3rd, excuse me. 1:24 to go first quarter. Lennon will exit. But Scott City needs to settle down. They haven't had a field goal in 4.5 minutes, and down 18-8. They're also 1 of 4 at the line in the first quarter as Goodland extends their full court or half court zone out. Now Relis needs help. He's trapped. Finds Mesa up top. Oh, he turned down the 3. Bad pass, and Scott City's 3rd turnover. And now here's Brumbaugh splitting the defenders, lays it up, and he travels with it. Turnover number 4. 1:06 to go first quarter, 18-8. Scott City just struggling here early on. Into Ruelas now. He'll take it across. Little 1-2-2, 3/4 court looking to trap. The lob it in the front court to Alex Tarango. He'll drive in. Somehow gets it to Mesa up top to Ruelas. 50 seconds to work first quarter, 18-8. Goodland with the lead. Scott City the ball. Rumford at elbow. Now Mesa in the right corner has to track it down. Back to Rumford. Holds it. Back up top to Ruelas to reset with 40 seconds to work first quarter. Up top goes to Tarango. Now bounce pass. Here's Rumford at the foul line. In. He has his 4th point over Kier, 18-10. 30 seconds to go first quarter. Breaks a 5-minute drought for Scott City from the field. They only had 1 field goal, and Goodland will go for the final shot of the quarter, up by 8. They're hot shooting. They've only missed 4 shots in this first quarter. They're 5 of 9, and a perfect 3 of 3 or 4 of 4 at the line. 14 seconds to work, and 2 of those are 3-point plays, which technically can give them 4 threes in the quarter. Now here's Brumbaugh. Step straightaway 3. Banked in! You've got to be kidding me. He has the 3. He has 6, 21-10, and that'll be waved off. And Goodland with a 21-10 lead after the first quarter off the banked in 3 by Brady Brumbaugh. And hopefully that's not the sign to come for the rest of the night for the Beavers. Back in a minute for the second quarter. This is Scott City basketball.
Hi, this is Rebecca from your local Scott City's hardware store. This month brings in great red hot buys. Right now, get ready for spring with an Ace Steel rake or poly rake, $11.99 each. Save on the Ego Power 56-volt handheld blower, just $179. Get Songbird Selected Bird Food, a 10-pound bag, just $8.99. Check out these red hot buys and more at your local Scott City's hardware store. Thank you for shopping with us, and don't forget to ask, what can we help you find today?
Dodge Performance Days are here at Lopp Motors. Get behind the wheel of the all-new 2025 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram trucks today. Built for power, built for adventure. With a huge inventory, Lopp Motors is Western Kansas' largest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram truck dealer with the best deals. Lopp Motors under the Great American Flag in Dodge City or online at loppmotors.net. Lopp Motors, where the road to performance begins.
Goodland with a 21-10 lead. They could not miss from the field in the first quarter, as They were 4 of 4 on twos, and they're 7 of 11 in that first quarter. Scott City was just 4 of 11. They were 4 of 4 at the line. Scott City just 1 of 4. Mesa trying to answer with a 3. Can't get the bounce in. Scott City now 1 of 7 from 3. Kier with the board as the Cowboys with a 21-10 lead. First minute of this second quarter. Scott City led by Jackson Rumford's 4. Brady Brumbaugh was 6. He had a bank-in 3 to close out the first quarter. Kier with it. Now up top, driving right side. Jump stop Brumbaugh. Throws up an air ball. Fight for the rebound. We're going to get a tie-up. It'll still stay Cowboy basketball with 7:18 to go first half. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece in the first quarter. But Scott City had 3 turnovers. Goodland had 4. Beavers weren't able to cash in on some of those turnovers and had some good looks, just couldn't get the shots to drop in. They'll lob it in to Blair Lennon. Underneath, here's a shot for Kier. It's good. It was an accidental inadvertent to Horn. Right now, as it stands, it'll be 23-10 Goodland. As Colby Johnson and also Brumbaugh has 8 in the quarter, or 8 in the half. He had that goaltend right off the bat. And now the coaches are going to talk, or Stu Chance is going to bring the coaches over on the inadvertent horn with 7:07 to go second quarter. They will count the basket for Kier. That's his 5th point. It's 23-10. And it'll be Scott City ball. So Goodland now is on a 15-3 run over the last 4 minutes. And it's now 23-10 with 7:07 to go first half. Ruelas with it. Goodland in a 1-3-1 with Kier at the top of it. Now underneath behind to Radke. He'll reverse his layup. Man, he can't get it. The rebound to Rumford. He'll go up. He'll get 2 free throws. Gosh, Scott City missing a couple of bunnies here in this half. First foul on the Cowboys this quarter. That'll be on Braylon Mole, his first. He's got to move on and forget that. Don't let that creep into your head. Scott City just 1 of 4 at the line and 2 of 5. Rumford with 5. And 23-11 with 6:55 to go first half. Beavers are going to need to get it done on the defensive end here if they want to rally for the victory here. That free throw also good, and Rumford with a half a dozen, 23-12. Much needed points there for Scott City to end a 5-0 Cowboy run. The Beavers haven't been able to get a rally more than 2 or 3 points here. Now step it up, and here's a 3. That one's way strong. Rebound that was put up by Thorson. Radke had the backside board, his 3rd rebound. In transition, Triangle will drive in. His layup high for the glass. That should have been goaltending almost. And the rebound, here's Rumford. Puts it up. He has 8. That'll work as well. It's back to a 9-point game. First time tonight with Scott City scoring on back-to-back possessions, 23-14. Under 6:20 to go first half. And, oh, that was shot up and in. It looked like Thorson and makes it 25-14. It looked like Lennon stepped out of bounds, but he just saved it just in time. And Goodland back up by double digits 2 minutes into this second quarter. Ruelas sent to Rumford, gets it poked away, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Beavers. That was Thorson with his 5th point, that last possession. 6:02 to go first half, 11-point Cowboy lead. Scott City ball 25-14 as Goodland continues their hot shooting. They're 2 of 4 in this period. Scott City is 1 of 3. Make that 1 of 4. Ruelas with it up top, goes left over to Alex Tarango. Tarango with it. Now they get it into Rumford. Guarded by Kier. The hook shot. Boy, a lot of contact to let it play through, and the rebound goes to Goodland. And here come the Cowboys up by 11, 5:40 to go first half. Scott City can't buy a bucket. Goodland can't miss a bucket, and Lennon will miss a 3. Rebound, Tarango. That'll be last touch by, they'll say Tarango. And then it'll be Goodland basketball. In is going to be Jackson Miller for Blair Lennon. Right now, Scott City just has to play their basketball. They can't get too frustrated, down 11. There's a lot of time left in this game. 5.5 to go first half. To lob it into Lincoln Kier. Now Bow somehow threads it, and the Rumford blocked. Oh, a late whistle and a foul. Scott City cannot get a break in this first half. And that was probably a lot of contact there. Jackson Rumford with the foul, his first. Team foul number 1 of the quarter. And the Beaver Boo Birds are out here, and 2 free throws coming up for Thorson. Free throw is good, and Goodland extends their lead to 12. Scott City cannot buy a break in this first half. 5:28. They can't hit anything, it seems like. Goodland is 5 of 5 at the line. Kiera will exit as Lennon re-enters, 26-14. Tough break on that call, but there was a lot of contact. It was a late whistle, and that's probably what drew the frustration, and Thorson remains perfect at the line, 27-14. Goodland matches their largest lead as they've countered Scott City's 4-0 run. 5:20 to go first half. Rumford with it. The Cowboys continue their hot shooting here in this first half. Here's Ruelas left side over to Alex Tarango. Scott City with just 1-3. They'll go high-low into Rumford, and he'll have it for his last, or his another basket. He has 10. 27-16, 5 minutes to go first half. He's got the last 6 and all 6 points for Scott City here in this first half of play. Driving in is Thorson up top to Lennon. Right wing it goes over to Braylon Mole. Mole looking for a cutter. Now he'll put it on the floor. Jump stop. Needs help as he's trapped at the block up top to Lennon. And now they work it to Thorson left baseline. Spin move. Miller trying to get it over Rumford, and now gets it stripped out of his hands. Somehow flips it, and a 3 on the way is good. My goodness. Goodland continues their wide-hot shooting up 14, 4.5 to go first half at 30-16. Ruelas with it up top to Alex Tarango, left side to Junior Mesa. Entry feed into Rumford. Left baseline, just shoots it and got it. He has all 8 of Scott City's points in this quarter, 12.5, 30-18. 4:22 to go first half, but Goodland, they just cannot miss in this first half. Lennon with it. Guarded by Tarango. Thorson has all of a sudden been a hot hand for the Cowboys. And now Brumbaugh with a deep 3. Too strong. Rebound Eloy Ruelas. The sky's high for that one. 4 minutes to go second quarter. Beavers down a dozen with it. Rumford up top. Pump fake looking to drive in. He has all 8 of Scott City's points in this quarter. Radke trying to in a 3, and he hits it. His first 3 of the night, 30-21. 3:48 to go first half, and a much-needed 3. Scott City's second 3 of the night. Radke's 33rd trifecta of the year. Brumbaugh blows by Tarango into the corner and answer back 3. No. Rebound. Oh, Rumford has it off a deflection. That was put up by Thorson for Goodland. And a whistle and a foul on Jackson Miller. That'll be his first. Goodland's second of the period with 3:32 to go second quarter. Brooks Bailey exits, re-enters. Junior Mesa exits. That's been the only substitutions right there for Scott City in this first half. They're down 9. They've scored the last 5 of the ball game. Let's see if they can get a rally going. Here's Radke for another triple. No. Miller rebounds for Goodland. May have gotten away with a push-off there. And now here come the Cowboys. Scott City's only been whistled for 1 foul in the quarter. Goodland with 3. Bailey's second free throw, he's on the board, 30-22, and Coach Brian Gentry wants a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 3:06 to go first half. It's Goodland 30, Scott City 22. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Preparation pays on the field and in life. I'm Michael Trout with State Farm in Scott City.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry Office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden.
Barley Grain, Beavertown FFL Beef Belt, Burning Farm, Shells, Flyers, More Circle C Farms, Clint's Diesel, Repair, Decal Bear, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Huenberta Benz, Fairleigh Companies, and First National Bank. Adam Kadavy with you here. 3 minutes to go first half. 30-22 Goodland. Scott City has scored the last 6 of the ball game. With it is Braylon Mole up top, now to Brumbaugh. Back to Mole. Scott City playing good defense up top here as they go to a 2-3 look. Now Lincoln Cure now driving in. Here's Miller, and he travels with it. Turnover number 5 on Goodland. Back in for the Cowboys, Zach Thorson. He has 10 first-half points to lead Goodland, and he's been hot in the last 6 quarters for the Cowboys in sub-state play. The Beavers down 8 with 2:40 to go first half. 30-22 is your score. Tarango goes left to Eloy Ruelas. See if the Beavers can get a little hot here. Ruelas gets a screen, pulls up at the foul line, can't bank it in, and Goodland with an easy rebound to Lincoln Cure, his 4th board. Good look that time for Ruelas, who opened up with a 3 for Scott City. That was a brief lead, and Goodland's going to throw it away. Their 6th turnover. 2:24 to go first half. 30-22 Goodland. They've led it for most of the way. They went on a 10-1 run, and then 7-2 run in this first half, and they've led by as many as 14. Scott City with the last 6 of the ball game. With it is Eloy Ruelas, out high between the rings to Rumford. He'll go left with the pass to Alex Tarango. Gets a screen, drives in, now up top Ruelas, Paul fake, and loses it, hits the backboard. He got it back to himself, and then bounces it to Tarango for 3. Yes! Oh my! Tarango with a 3, it's 30-25. He hits his 23rd 3 of the year. It's a 9-0 run with 1:50 to go first half. You couldn't do that twice if you tried. He lost it to Ruelas and went off the backboard right back to him, and then he kicked it out to the wide open Tarango. The Scott City student section up on their feet yelling here. Brumbaugh gives it to Lennon, the floater in the paint. No. Rebound tipped around, and it's Jackson Rumford with it for Scott City. Goodland starting to cool off a little bit here. 90 seconds to go. Radke with it. Rumford now. Scott City back in this game down 5. Looking to add to their 9-0 run. Ruelas steps back with the ball. Now uses up a dribble, needs help, bounces it over left. An entry feed it goes to Rumford. Now kicks it out to Ruelas, right corner to Radke. A corner 3 is good! Radke hits it. It's a 2-point game, a 12-0 run, and Goodland wants time. 68 seconds to go first half. It's 30-28 Goodland. Wow, back-to-back 3s. The first one from Tarango, the second one from Radke. He has 2 3s in this quarter, and he has 34 on the year. Basketball presented here by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fro Heating and Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric, Good Anesthesia and Pain Management Services, Great Western Tire, Deckmart Furniture and Appliance, High Choice Feeders, Amy Farms, HRC Feed Yard, JNR Car and Truck. Also want to thank J. Andrew Trucking, JF Beaver Advertising, Jackson Legal Group, Lebanon Lawn and Tree, Lone Tree Farms and Livestock, Metzger Appraisals and Metzger Family Farms, Midwest Mixer, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Northern Supply, New Life Market, Perfect Auto Detailing, Plain Jans, and Platinum H Insurance. Goodland led by 14 about 3.5 minutes ago at 30-16. Scott City on a 12-0 run over the last 3 minutes, and they're to within 2. Out of the 30-second Cowboy timeout, Goodland with the basketball. Mole with it out high, guarded by Ruelas. 55 seconds, and now Tarango has him. Crossover dribble by Mole. So weaves his way around now to Lincoln Cure. Cure quickly guarded now. Brumbaugh will throw it back up top to Mole. 45 seconds to go first half. Goodland 30, Scott City 28. And now with it, here's Mole looking to drive in, then flips it behind him. Brumbaugh for a 3, too strong. Rebound. Thorson grabbed it, now dish underneath the Cure. He'll go up and score it and 1. Cure with his 7th point, and it's 32-28 with 34 seconds to go. Breaks a 3-minute drought for the Cowboys, and that foul in Radke his second, just Scott City's second of the period. And Lincoln Cure to the line where he's 44% on the year, but that ends a 12-0 Scott City run, but the Beavers very much a part of this game. Goodland hasn't missed a free throw, and they will miss their first one. We got a pushing foul on they're going to call that on Bailey? Oh my goodness. I do not agree with that call. Bailey had the box out on that, and that'll be his first. Team foul number 3 of the quarter. My goodness. And Goodland's going to keep the ball up by 4 with 34 seconds to go first half. What a tough break for the Beavers. Jeez. But you got to move on. Inbound into Braylon Mole, gets it into Lennon, leaves it short. And Scott City with the rebound into the hands of Ruelas. They catch a break there. They needed that. 25 seconds to go first half. Beavers down 4 the ball. They've been down by as many as 14. They had it to within 2. Scott City to go for the final shot of the half. The possession are in their favor. 15 seconds to work first half. Rumford off a screen to Ruelas up top. Gets a screen. Now bullet pass is deflected out by Jackson Miller. It'll still stay Beaver ball with 9.6 to go first half at 32-28. It'll be Tarango, though. The student section wars here. Tarango to inbound it in front of Zach Thorson. Up top to Ruelas with 8 seconds. Gets a screen, goes to his right. Now back to Rumford. Turns down the 3. Now needs help. Here's Tarango, the left corner 3. It's on target. No, rebound Bailey. Goodland, And that's the end of your first half. Miller actually had the rebound. And it's 32-28 for Goodland, but Scott City closed out the first half on a 12-2 run. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with your first half stats and more. 32-28 Goodland over Scott City at the break. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. Visit us online at scottcf.org.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music, the performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the high school in your community.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
At Red Barn Enterprises, we offer a full range of products to boost your farming success. As your locally owned Axis Seed regional company, we offer products to support the health and productivity of your crop. With a wide selection from BW Fusion, Meristem Crop Performance, and Pivot Bio, we have everything you need to protect your crop from abiotic stresses and feed it for top yields. Proudly supporting the Beavers, Red Barn Enterprises is your local partner committed to your crops and community. At Red Barn Enterprises, we're bringing you BW Fusion products to help your crops stress less and yield more. Discover the benefits of Amino, Relax RX, Full Sun, and BioBoost, each designed to enhance plant health and maximize yield. Proudly supporting Scott County Athletics, Red Barn Enterprises is your partner for a more resilient and productive future. Choose BW Fusion from Red Barn Enterprises today.
We believe investing in our community is how we make a lasting impact. It's about more than just providing wireless services. We believe in rolling up our sleeves and working side by side with local organizations. Whether you're sharing cherished moments, staying updated on trends, or exploring your surroundings, we're there to keep you connected. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Come see us at First National Bank of Scott City, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's time for the Precision Ag and Seed Halftime Show. Precision Ag and Seed is a proud supporter of all Scott City activities.
It's been a wild first half here in the overflowing capacity here at the Scott Community Event Center, and standing room only pretty much here, barely a seat to sit in. 32-28 Goodland with the lead at the break over Scott City, but the Beavers were down by 14 at 30-16 with the 4:37 to go first half. and they would come back all the way with a 12-2 run in the final 4 minutes and 22 seconds of the half, and they got it to within 2 at 30-28, but then a basket at the end made it 32-28 at intermission. Adam Kadavy with you here from the Scott Community Event Center. Your student engineer Melody Toscano also on the Beaver Broadcasting Network. But Goodland has led this one pretty much the entire way. They had hot shooting to begin in that first quarter. They would shoot lights out in the first quarter, 63%. They cooled off in the bit in the second quarter. And Scott City was able to finally knock some shots down when it felt like they would never hit a shot again for a while there in the first half. The Beavers went cold from the field for a while in that first half, but they finally got things going there and pulled to within 2, but now 4 at the break. It'll be their ball to begin the third quarter. First half scoring for Scott City, it was Jackson Rumford with 14, make that 12 points. He had 8 of those in the second quarter. He had Scott City's first 8 points, and a quarter that they would outscore Goodland 18-11. 6 on a pair of threes for Avery Radke, and 6 for Alex Tarango. Also, Neloy Ruelas 3 and Brooks Bailey with a free throw in the first half. That's the scoring for Scott City. As the Beavers had 10 total rebounds, 6 on the defensive, 4 on the offense. They had 3 turnovers all in the first quarter, just 1 steal, and had a total of 6 fouls in the first half. For the Goodland Cowboys, they were led by Zach Thorson, who just continues the hot hand from Colby on Wednesday night. He had 10 points, 8 for Brady Brumbaugh, 7 for Lincoln Kier, 5 for Braylon Mole, and Kason Cedarstrom with a pair of free throws in the first half. For Goodland, they had 6 turnovers. They had 6 fouls, 3 steals. They had 9 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive boards for a total of 11 rebounds. And so that's the first half stats there. Both teams burning a timeout. Been a good first half. Good rally for Scott City, down 4 at the break, 32-28. We'll come back in 3 minutes with some more of your first half stats. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
With the winter driving season ahead, it's time to go down the checklist for safe traveling. Great Western Tire can complete that checklist. They carry top-of-the-line tires like BF Goodrich, Dunlop, Goodyear, Kelly, Michelin, and Titan tires. Bring in your vehicle for an oil change and to get your wipers checked. Take advantage of their car-controlled gas, diesel, and off-road fuel, along with offering bulk fuel delivery. Make sure you're ready for the winter driving months with a trip to Great Western Tire, located in Colby, Hoxie, Oakley, and Scott City. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays 8 to noon.
Shooting firearms is both fun and challenging. Whether you're hunting, target shooting, shooting clay targets, or just plinking, Scott City Guns has accessories, ammunition, and target needs. Check them out on the web at scottcityguns.com or stop by West Highway 96, Scott City, Kansas. Ask about layaways, special orders, and trade-ins. Scott City Guns, when purchasing that gun.
Great Western Tire of Scott City is available for tire repair and replacement, oil changes, tire rotation, balancing, alignment, and bulk fuel delivery to keep your equipment going. They also offer 24-hour emergency service calls. Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. At Deckmart, they offer a variety of quality furniture, including sofas, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bars, bar stools, mattresses, and more. They carry GE and Speed Queen appliances and are happy to quickly service what they sell with a local repairman. Great Western Tire and Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. Small-time friendliness with big city service and quality.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Kansas.
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
BBN is brought to you by Shapland Real Estate, State Farm, Norder Supply Incorporated, Ag Management Services, Bogomore Family Farms, White's Food Liner, Scott Community Foundation.
57% in that first half. Foul trouble, or for Scott City, they were 4 of 12 on 3, 6 of 12 on 2s, but just struggled at the foul line at 4 of 8. Goodland was 6 of 7 at the line, 7 of 10 on 2s, and 4 of 14 on 3s. So the 3s were even. The difference, 2 more free throws made by Goodland and 1 more 2-point basket made by the Cowboys. Foul trouble, 1 for each side. Avery Radke has 2. Case and Cedarstrom has 2 for Goodland. So far, Heston and Burlington and Lakin are the 3 that we know of that have qualified for state. Goodland wins, they'll be a 3, 4, 5 seed likely. Scott City will be a 4, 5, 6 seed somewhere in there on Thursday in the state tournament. It'll be Scott City basketball, Alex Tarango, Eloy Ruelas, Jackson Rumford. Also out there is Avery Radke and Junior Mesa. For the Cowboys, Lincoln Cure, Zach Thorson, Brady Brumbaugh, Braylon Mole, and Blair Lennon. Third quarter officially underway here as Alex Tarango to Eloy Ruelas. Ruelas trying to get a screen, drive to his right. Trying to get around, somehow gets it to Radke. Radke ball fake, now in the right corner to Ruelas. Turns down the deep 3, now steps back and fires a 3, and buries it. He has 2 threes and 6 points, 32-31, 7:41 to go third quarter. And that was a big 3, the 5th of the game for Scott City. They're 2 within 1. They have almost erased a 14-point deficit. It's down to 1. Goodland's first possession of the third quarter. With it is Zach Thorson out high with the dribble. And now he will give it to Braylon Mole, guarded by Ruelas. Mole trying to get a screen. Drives in. He'll run her in the paint. Is good. Nice teardrop shot. He has 7. And it's 34-31. So both teams scoring on their opening possession of the third quarter. Scott City shooting in the south goal. They normally shoot in the north goal in the second half, but they're the visiting team on the scoreboard, so they occupy the south bench to the left of the scorers table. Now into Radke off the glass from Rumford. Radke with 8, 34-33, 6:55 to go third quarter. So Radke now with 8. Scott City's cut the deficit back down to 1. Off a screen, here's Thorson up top. He'll go right, gets a screen. Now he'll give and go to Kieran. He will dunk it. Throw down for Kier. It's 36-33, 6:37 to go third quarter. Rumford for the tie. Too strong and tipped around, and it's into the hands of Braylon Mole. Boy, that would have brought the house down if he could have got that 3 to go down. Brumbaugh with it, bounce pass to Lennon underneath. Wrap around into Kier, fumbles it, but almost it's knocked out by Radke. It'll still stay Cowboy ball with 6:21 here in the third stanza. 36-33, Goodland with the lead and the basketball. So every time that Scott City has scored here in this third quarter, Goodland has answered. The Cowboys, though, with the chance to extend their lead as they have the ball. Thorson up top, now to Mole off a screen up top. 6:15 to work third quarter, 3-point Cowboy lead. Left side, Lincoln Cure. Almost stolen away. Goodland 19-3, Scott City 18-4. Now through Thorson's hands and out of bounds. Turnover number 7 on Goodland. .606 here in the third. Mesa has not attempted a shot yet tonight. He's got the dribble on the left sideline into the front court. Now to Jackson Rumford to Alex Tarango. Off a screen, here's Radke. He'll drive down the middle, kick it to Ruelas for the tie. It is too strong. Rebound Mesa. He'll pull it back out for Scott City. And now Radke is a 3. No, rebound Ruelas had it into the hands of Brady Brumbaugh. And now he almost loses it. Good couple looks that time for Scott City. They weren't able to convert on a 3 to tie the game up. 5:35 to go third period. 3-point Cowboy lead with the ball. Mole with it. Now gets it to Brumbaugh. Back to Mole. He'll put it on the floor, gets a screen, drives to the right, pull up on the right baseline, is rattling home. Mole with the basket. He has 9, and Goodland is 3 of 3 to begin this third quarter, up by 5. 5:20 to go third quarter at 38-33. Goodland has hit their only 3 shots of the second half. Scott City 3, make that 2 of 5. Tarango now to Rumford. Scott City's missed their last 3. Bullet pass into Radke. He'll go up and score it. He has 10. Second Beaver in double figures, 38-35. 5 minutes to go third quarter. What a game. And now deflected or off the back of Thorson, stolen away. 2-on-1 numbers. Radke will lay it up and score it as Brumbaugh tried to take the charge. Radke with a dozen. It's a 1-point game with 4:48 to go third quarter at 38-37. And now into Lincoln Cure. He'll drive in, dish it left corner out high. Brumbaugh deep 3. And he misses that one, but Cure right there for the follow. He can't get it. And the rebound to Rumford. Scott City has an opportunity for the first lead since 3-2. Ruiz drives in, dishes Tarango, now to Radke. Turns down the three, he'll drive in, he'll lay it up and score it! Oh no, they're gonna wave it off in a charge! Unbelievable, oh what a break, a tough break. Oh, Tarango with the second foul. First turnover by Scott City in 2 quarters. Team foul number 1 of the third period. Or correction, Radke's third, with 4:22 to go third quarter. He'll have to exit. That's a big foul. That would have given Scott City the lead. As we're near the midway mark of this third quarter. Back up top to Lincoln Cure, guarded by Ruiz, and now they're going to be stolen away almost, and that's going to be a kick ball. It'll still stay Cowboy ball at the 4:02 mark of the third quarter. 38-37, Goodland up by 1. Inbound will be out high, left to Lincoln Cure, guarded by Tarango. Now Cure will go around Tarango. He'll drive in, lay it up, and score it. He has 11, 40-37, 3:53 to go third quarter. And now Scott City almost loses it, but tracked down by Tarango in the right corner. He'll go to Rumford, who almost lost it. He'll pick it up, and now looking for a cutter. Goes left to Brooks Bailey, who's in there for Radke with 3 fouls. Now Mesa, he'll drive the left baseline. Leans, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. That'll be on Thorson, his second. Team foul number 1 of the quarter. With 3:38 to go third quarter, as Coach Mikey Dahl sends in Case and Cedarstrom to check in. Oh, that was a tough break on Scott City last trip down. When it looked like Radke had the go-ahead shot at the time, they called the charge on the late call. That foul on Thorson, as I mentioned, is second. Inbound in Tarango. 40-37, Goodland with the lead. Scott City with the ball. 3.5 to go third quarter. Now to Rumford to avoid a 5 count up top. Scott City resets with Ruiz. It goes to his left, and now to Rumford up top. It'll go to Bailey, right side to Tarango. They've let him play. I would say it's been good officiating into Rumford. Trying to back his way. Nice give to Brooks Bailey. He'll lay it up too strong, and the rebound goes to Brady Brumbaugh for Goodland. And now in the front court here, Cedarstrom ball stolen away. Goodland with their 9th turnover. Scott City needs to cash in on these turnovers. 3 minutes to go third quarter. Into Rumford, has great position. That'll be a foul. Lincoln Cure is second. Team foul number 2 of the quarter, says Bobby Fossum. 40-37 Goodland. 2:58 to go third period. Ruiz to inbound it in. Oh, he's got Mesa wide open in the corner. Turns quickly guarded as he tries to drive in and out to Jackson Rumford. Nice give to Tarango, an easy layup. Tarango with 8, 40-39. 2:48 to go third stanza. Almost thrown away, and it is. We had an official timeout before. Bobby Fossum called the timeout before the Bailey steal. Scott City cannot get a break tonight. Let's come back in a minute. It's a full timeout. This is Beaver basketball. No, correction, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, but Scott City cannot buy a break here in this ball game. But, I mean, it was hard to see from my view, but the official had the better view before the timeout before the steal. Basketball presented here by Pokey Feeders, Precision Ag and Seed, Pioneer Communications, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, Richards Financial Services, Road and Beaton Green Agency, Iron Insurance Partners, Rotomix, Scott City Eye Center, Scott City Pharmacy Giftologist, Scott Community Foundation, Scott County Abstract and Title Company, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Hospital, Scott County Records, Scott Pro Security, State Bank, and Sharp Shooting Supply. So it's 40-39 Goodland. They'll have the ball out of the Cowboy 30-second break with 2:45 to go here in the third period. It'll be Zach Thorson to inbound it in. It's been an 11-8 run for the Beavers here in this third quarter. They were once down 14, had it to within 1 on a couple of occasions. Had an offensive foul call on Radke that wiped off a basket that would have given Scott City lead, and then Goodland scores a couple more, and here's a Brumbaugh 3, good. He has his second 3 and 11 points, 43-39, 2:25 to go third quarter, and Scott City just unable to get over the hump as the Cowboys sink their 5th 3 of the game, and then almost stolen away, picked up by Rumford. Finds a cutting triangle to the basket, lays it up, and it spins in. He has 10. 43-41, 2:11 to go third quarter. Scott City with a little pressure in the backcourt. They get it to Thorson to the Cowboys. Into the front court now to Braylon Mull with 2 minutes to go third quarter. Now stop and go, lays it up and scores it. Nobody wanted to take Mull. He has 11. 45-41, 156 to go third period. Now Ruiz will drive in and kick it to Mesa. Can he knock down the three? No, the rebound Cure. And now Bailey's going to tie it up with Cure. And it's going to stay Cowboy basketball on the possession arrow. Mesa's first shot attempt of the game there from that left corner. 146 here in the third, 45-41. So far, Goodland has been able to withstand any Scott City efforts of taking the lead. So we're down to the final 100 seconds of this third period. What a Sub-State championship game. Into the front court, Braylon Mull. Mull with it, goes over right side to Brady Brumbaugh. He'll be guarded by Chirango. 90 seconds to go third quarter. Scott City last hosted a Sub-State championship game in 2017. Brumbaugh can't get the soft bounce to go, and Rumford with another board is seventh unofficially. Beavers down 4 with the ball. Minute 20 to go third period. In 2017, they would lose to Holcomb in the 4A2 Sub-State championship game. The Longhorns would end up winning the whole thing. Rumford with it. Nice cut to Tarango off the glass, and he's got it. He has 8. 45-43, 107 to go third period. Scott City getting their guards involved here in the scoring in this third quarter. They're back to within 2. Final minute of the period. With it here is Mole trying to go around Tarango. Now here's Brumbaugh for a right side three. You can't leave him open, and that's 2 threes in a row there for Brumbaugh. He has 14, 48, 43, 48 seconds to go here in the third period. And he's now catching fire from three-point range. Watch out. Bounce pass into Rumford, and that's going to be a reach-in foul. Lincoln Cure. That's his third foul, and that's Goodland's third foul of the period. With 41.6 to go third quarter. Blair Lennon to check in, likely for Cure. But, man, Brumbaugh's come up with some big threes here in this third quarter. They have now 6 in the game, and their lead is inflated to 5. Late third quarter. Ruelas will lob it into Rumford, then back to Mesa. Mesa with it. Trying to finds Tarango out high, guarded tightly by Thorson. 30 seconds to go third period. 5-point Cowboy lead, and now to Bailey. And that, Bailey almost got a call for a charge. Now he'll get it stripped out of his hands and out of bounds with 24 and a half third quarter seconds remaining. 48-43 Goodland. Scott City has hit 5 threes in this game. And now Bailey with it, finds Rumford in the left corner to Ruelas. Turns down the three now. He'll step back for the three. Right there's Mesa for the rebound. And the follow off the glass. He has his first basket. 48-45 with 11 seconds to go third quarter. Goodland will go for the final shot of the period. Good rebound and put back by Mesa. Here's Brumbaugh with 3, with 2, loses it 1 second. And a 3 is on the way, and it's going to bounce in. Oh, my goodness, for Cedarstrom. Goodland hits their last 3 shots from downtown, and they'll take a 6-point lead in the fourth at 51-45. Unbelievable. We'll step away for a minute break. This is Beaver basketball.
Hey, are you sure this is a good idea? Stop being so negative. I know what I'm doing. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 37 people a day lose their life due to drunk driving. Every death is just 39 minutes apart and preventable. Be smart. Call a cab. Know the risk of drunk driving.
Scott City down 6 going into the fourth quarter. Sub-State championship game. A trip to the sports arena on Thursday on the line. Goodland 51, Scott City 45. The Cowboys would outscore Scott City 19-17 in that third. The Beavers had it to within 1 on a couple of occasions. but could not get over the hump. Here's Ruiz with it. Bounce pass. Brooks Bailey turns down the three. He'll drive in. This to Rumford, who'll lay it up, and it's 51-47. 7:47 to go. Rumford now with his first points of the quarter. He has 14 for the night. He leads Scott City in scoring 3 in double figures, 12 for Radke, 10 for Tarango. 14 for Brady Brumbaugh, 11 each for Lincoln Kieran, Braylon Mole for Goodland. 7:31 to go, 4-point Cowboy leading the ball. Up top it'll go to Braylon Mole. He'll go around, trying to go around Bailey. Back up top now with it, uses up his dribble, needs help, finds Brady Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh with it, 40 seconds into this final period. Left side, here's a Mole three, and he's on target. That one rims off, tipped around, and Rumford wrestles it away for the Beavers. Scott City needs another basket here. First minute of this fourth quarter, down 4 in this sub-state championship game. Beavers are trying to break a 9-year drought and get back to the Hutchinson. Left corner, here's Brooks Bailey with it. 6:55 to go into Rumford. Nice dish. Here's Radke off the glass. Oh, he left it strong, and the rebound goes to Thorson. Good look that time for Radke, trying for his 14th point. And now here's a three, and that is almost banked in, but the rebound, Lennon. Scott City kind of caught watching there a little bit. And now a Brumbaugh three, too strong. Long rebound, and he'll track it down. And then stolen away. Here's Ruiz leading the charge. He'll drive in. Dish it left side to Brooks Bailey, open for a three. It's a one-point game. Bailey, his third three of the year. And a timeout for Scott City with 6:25 to go. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here in Scott City with 5 in a row to begin the fourth quarter at 51-50. Oh my. Basketball presented here by Specialty Risk Insurance Agency, Spencer Pest Control, State Farm Insurance, Stevens Veterinary Services. Also, the Solovite Foundation, Trophy Wine and Spirits, Turner Sheet Metal, Vogelmore Family Farms, Western Kansas Insurance Service, Western State Bank, Wheelan Electric, White's Food Liner, Wilkins Physical Therapy, and Winterland Farms. Last time these teams met in a sub-state championship game, it was in Goodland back in 2014 when they were both 4A Division II. Scott City would win by 12. Goodland had upset Scott City earlier in the year. And the Beavers would win two of them in about 11 days apart against the Cowboys. Scott City trying to get over the hump for the third time meeting up with the Cowboys. Goodland won here in December, 64-43. A month later, it was back and forth. The Cowboys would rally late, get a layup with about 30 seconds to go, and hang on for a three-point win. It's Goodland ball out of the Scott City 32nd timeout with 6:25 to go, 51-50. The Beavers with the first 5 points of the fourth quarter here. And then, that's going to be thrown away by Kason Cedarstrom. 11th turnover on Goodland, and Scott City, another opportunity. This is their third opportunity to take their first lead of the second half. Fine with 6:20 to go. Ruiz with it up top, looking for a screen, looking to drive in. He has it. Now to Radke, turns down the three, dishes it to Rumford. Left side, Bailey for the lead. It is good! Bailey hits the three! He has a career high, and it's 53-51 with 6 minutes to go. An 8-0 run here in this fourth quarter. Almost a foul up top. Scott City up by 2 minutes into the final period, 53-51. Brumbaugh with it, an 8-0 run for the Beavers here in the fourth quarter to Lincoln Kier. He'll hand it off back to Brumbaugh, drives to his right. Divigno to Lincoln Kier, he'll be off his knee and out of bounds. Goodland with 3 turnovers here in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter, and Scott City with an opportunity to add to their largest lead at 2. It's just their second lead of the night. Zach Thorson in for Kason Cedarstrom. 5:42 to go. Hang on, folks. Scott City 53, Goodland 51. So the Cowboys will go to a 1-2-2 3/4 court press. Tarango now to Ruiz. Ruiz will take it across the 10-second line. A bad pass. It goes in the backcourt. That's not over and back. That's a deflected pass. That is not an over and back call, and it's going to be a turnover. They did not have full control of it. Oh, my, a tough break for Scott City. Just their 5th turnover of the night with 5:33 to go. They did not have full control of it. I don't agree with the call, but I would like to get a ruling there afterwards. Ooh, Braylon Mole in the front court guarded by Alex Tarango. Mole will go to his left. Tarango still flanks him now to Brumbaugh. Up top, Lincoln Kier. One dribble, couple dribbles, and then a miscommunication. Gives it right to Coach Mikey Dahl, and that's one place you don't want to send it to. So Scott City That'll cancel out the questionable call and a turnover back to the Beavers. But Goodland with 3 straight turnovers with 5:19 to go, 53-51 Scott City. Ruelas to Tarango into the front court. No, goes right side to Jackson Rumford. Rumford with it up top. Now out high between the rings to Eloy Ruelas. Entry feed into Rumford, guarded by Kerr. Goes his left, cutting Avery Radke. Layup, yes, he's got it. He has 14. 55-51 with 5 minutes to go. Scott City on a 10-0 run in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. 4:55 to go. Screen for Brumbaugh. Catch and shoot 3, and it's a 1-point game. What a clutch shot for him. Goodland wants time with 4:50 to go. 55-54. It's a full timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Beaver basketball. Brady Brumbaugh's 3 just seconds ago here pulled Goodland to within 1 after Scott City went on a 10-0 run to begin the fourth quarter. 55-54 Scott City. 4:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. What a game here for a sub-state championship game, as it'll be Scott City's ball out of the timeout. Goodland has only 2 timeouts left. Scott City has 3. Possession arrow favors the Cowboys. Nobody with a foul yet in the final quarter. Tarango with it out of the timeout of Goodland's. He'll walk it. Well, maybe walking across the 10-second line. He'll be guarded by Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh now with 17 points tonight to lead all scorers. He just hit a big 3 moments ago. Rumford up top to Ruelas. Brooks Bailey's hit a couple of huge 3s in this fourth quarter. Into Rumford, guarded by Kier. Nice give. Here's Brooks Bailey. Goes up and he gets swatted. Rebound fought for. That'll be last touch by Scott City. It'll be Goodland basketball. Brooks Bailey with a career high in 7 points. He hit back-to-back 3s to open up this fourth quarter, and Goodland with the ball now with 4:25 to go. Down by 1 to Scott City. Cowboys had about 3 turnovers in a row. They're just 1 of 4 shooting in this fourth quarter. Let's see here as we near the midway mark of this fourth stanza. Lincoln Kier with it, hands it off to Brumbaugh. He has 4 threes here tonight and 3 for the lead. No. Rebound. Oh, that could have been a foul in Scott City. Now it's Brumbaugh with another chance, and he's got it. 57-55, 4 minutes to go. He has 20 points. Goodland on the second chance opportunity thanks to an offensive board. And 6-0 Cowboy run in the last minute has given them a 1-point lead, or 2-point lead, excuse me, with 3:54 to go. Cowboys will bring in Kason Cedarstrom. He will replace Blair Lennon. Scott City down 2, 3:54 left. So that 10-0 run by Scott City has been countered by back-to-back Mole 3s to put them up by 2. Inbound into Ruelas. Has it, looking to step back. A 3 for the lead. It's on the way. It's good! Ruelas with 11. It's 58-57, our 5th lead change with 3:45 in this sub-state championship game. With it, basketball, Braylon Mole. Now to Lincoln Kier. Looking for a cutter. Uses up a dribble at the foul line and whistling a foul away from the ball. That'll be the first foul of the fourth quarter. And it'll be on Avery Radke. That's a big one. That's his 4th with 3:32 to go. Says Bobby Fossum. Goodland will inbound underneath their own basket. 3:32 to go. Goodland ball. Scott City 58, Goodland 57. They'll inbound it over, avoid the 5 count up top to Brumbaugh. Guarded by Brooks Bailey. Steps back, launches a 3. Oh, what a clutch shot for Brumbaugh. 60-58 with 3:25 to go. He has 23. He has 3 threes in the fourth quarter and 6 for the ball game. Here's Ruelas driving in. Nice dish to Rumford. Oh, he lost it in a turnover. Goodland with the ball up 2, 3:13 to go. Now it's stripped and it's almost stolen away. Now it's kept alive by Goodland and whistled a timeout for Goodland. They're down to 1. We're going to take a full timeout with 3:08 to go. Scott City down by 2, 60-58. Let's step aside for a 1-minute break. This is Beaver basketball.
Red Barn Enterprises is proud to offer Meristem crop performance products, including Upshift C and Revline hopper throttle. These innovative products help reduce fertilizer waste and boost your crop's performance, ensuring healthier plants and better yields. Committed to our community, we proudly support Scott County Athletics. Choose Red Barn Enterprises and Meristem crop performance products to enhance your farm's efficiency.
872-5811.
It's Goodland basketball out of the timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left. Scott City has 3. It's Goodland 60, Scott City 58. We are down to 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. What a championship game this has been. We've had 6 lead changes, no ties, which is hard to believe. Goodland inbounded out of the timeout. They're down to 1. Inbound into Braylon Moore after Scott City just turned it over. Brady Brumbaugh has had 3 threes in this fourth quarter. He has taken over the game. He has all 9 of their points, 23 points tonight. Now Lincoln Cure. 2:55 to go. Mole with it up top, gets a screen. Pulls up for another 3. Oh my goodness. He's got another one, and it's all of a sudden a 63-58 game with 2:45 to go. And this is, Scott City needs to score right now. Rumford, he walked with it. Tough break and a turnover. Back-to-back Scott City turnovers, and now the Beavers are in some pretty big danger here with 2:35 to go, down 5. Trying to get back to state for the first time in 9 years. Goodland trying to make a repeat appearance. Lincoln Cure with it. He'll take it into the front court. Goodland up by 5 with the ball, and they're going to run time. 2:24 to go. Brumbaugh drives in at 65-58. He has all 14 of their points here in the fourth quarter. 2:16 to go, and it's a 14-3 run for Goodland over the last 2 minutes. Tarango will drive in, wrap around, stolen away almost. Now Ruiz with it. He'll drive in, jump stop, needs help, and a whistle and a timeout for Coach Gentry with 2:03 to go. It's a 30-second break. Things looking gleam right now for Scott City, but Brady Brumbaugh has hit his last 5 shots from the floor, including 4 threes, and he has 28 points in the game. It's 65-58 Goodland with 2:03 to go. Scott City had a 55-51 lead with 5:02 to go, and then all of a sudden the turnovers started coming for Scott City. They had 2 turnovers in a row there, and then Goodland started just hitting everything from 3. Scott City would go back up 58-57 with 3:45 to go, and Goodland with the last 8 points of the ball game, and all of a sudden they ballooned out to a 7-point lead. The Beavers are running out of time here. They need to they can't afford any more empty possessions here with 2:03 to go. Out of the timeout, Scott City with the basketball. Ruiz will lob it into, it's thrown away. Scott City with 3 straight turnovers. Now things get a little bit more dicey here for Scott City, but Goodland will throw it away. They'll lose it out of bounds for their 14th turnover with a minute 56 to go. And if you're Scott City, you cannot afford any more empty possessions. You're down 7. Inbound into Eloy Ruiz. You got to bring it across a little quicker here. Scott City down to 2 timeouts left. Ruiz with it, minute 48 to go, 65-58. Now up top to Rumford. Scott City has to be a little bit more sense of urgency here, down 7, and now they throw it away. Ninth turnover, fourth in a row for Scott City. 99 seconds to go, and the mountain just got a little bit higher. Well, inbounded in. Here's Brumbaugh. He has all 14 of their points in the fourth quarter. Make it all 6. Oh, he missed it. Rebounded Jackson Rumford. He's working close to a double-double. And then stolen away in another turnover. Here's Brumbaugh. Layup. Good and one. 67-58, 1:28 to go. Scott City with 5 straight turnovers here. And this one's not looking good for the Beavers. The second foul on Alex Tarango. Brumbaugh with 29 points. Make that 30. 6, 9, 12, 14, 28, 30 points. He has 2 30-point games in this building this year. 1:28 to go, 67-58, 68-58. Boy, this game turned on a dime. Brumbaugh with all 17 of the points for Goodland in the fourth quarter. He has 31. Rumford with it, minute 20 to go. Ruella steps back. Now Rumford will turn down the 3, will drive in, gets it stripped, and there's a foul. Just the first foul on Goodland in the fourth quarter. Scott City's been whistled for 2. That'll be the fourth foul on Lincoln Cure. 1:16 to go. Unbelievable fourth quarter here. Scott City had a 55-51 lead. Goodland on a 17-3 run over the last 4 minutes. Ruelas with it. He'll drive in. Kick it to Radke for a 3. Short. Rebound Goodland. No, loose, picked up by Scott City. And they'll have another chance at it and a whistle and a foul. Do we have a timeout? Nope, sorry. Excuse me, a timeout. Scott City down to 1 timeout with 1:02 to go. It's a full. Let's come back in 30 seconds. This is Beaver basketball.
Hi, my name is Joey Langstrat, and I go to Basehor-Linwood High School in Basehor, Kansas. Playing youth sports, we seem to lose sight of academics when athletics is what we focus on the majority of the time. At the end of the day, there will be a time when all the games, meets, matches, and tournaments come to an end. Academics are what will lead to jobs and a bright future for students outside of sports, and this is why they are important to keep track of. Thank you for listening to this message by the Kansas State High School Activities Association Student Advisory Team.
Cowboys, all by Brady Brumbaugh, who has 31 points. 1:02 to go. Tarango to inbound it in. Up top to Ruelas. He'll get a screen. Up top to Radke. He'll fire a 3. Short rebound, out of bounds. That'll go to Goodland. .54 left, and can't play Goodland in Sub-State if the year ends in 5, 75, 95, and now 2025. Inbound into Lincoln Cure. He'll race it across. He'll slow it out wisely. 50 seconds to go. Scott City's been pretty dominant in the sub-state play against Goodland. 12-2 since 1964. It's going to be 12-3. The foul on Ruelas just his second, but that's the third foul with 44.8 to go. Inbound into Brumbaugh, and a foul. Final foul to give of the game for the Beavers. That'll be on Bailey, his second. 42.6 to go. This one is going to hurt a little bit. What a group of seniors Scott City's had this year. What a good group of leaders. Bailey will foul. And Cedarstrom will have 2 free throws with 41.6 to go. Bailey's third. Cedarstrom at the line. Goodland 7 of 8 at the line tonight. They lead by 10. This is the first chance for somebody other than Brumbaugh to score in this fourth quarter, and he has 6. 69-58, 41.6 to go. What a turn of events in the fourth quarter, 70-58. 41.6 to go, 7 for the senior. This is a very senior-heavy Goodland team. Scott City with a pretty senior-laden team, and Bailey for 3, no. Rebound to Cedarstrom. Not about to do it here with 30 seconds to go. Brumball with it now to Cure for one more dunk. And the exclamation point, 72-58, 22 seconds to go. Rumford, he'll lay it up, and that'll be his 16th point, 72-60, 17 seconds to go. And Goodland will inbound it in. They are going to be sub-state champions. They'll go to 20-3 on the year. Congratulations to Goodland. Scott City, this one stings. What a whale of a year. As the seconds tick down, Goodland wins it here, 72-60. They blitz Scott City on a 22-15 run in the fourth quarter. They go on a 21-3 run over a 4-minute stretch and win it here, 72-60. Post-game show to begin in 3 minutes. This is Beaver basketball.
Shells Flowers and More in Scott City is your full-service florist that provides custom floral arrangements and great gift ideas for anyone. Stop in and see what they offer, including jewelry, snack mixes, baby gifts, balloons, baptismals, flavored coffees, and so much more. There's more gift ideas arriving daily. Don't forget to reach out to Shells Flowers and More for weddings, funerals, or any special occasion. Shells Flowers and More, your go-to for flowers and gifts. On West 5th Street in Scott City, 620-872-5336.
Security State Bank is proud to walk alongside our neighbors and fellow local businesses to help them build a better future. It's how we measure success. That's why we craft our banking products and services to work for you and fit your unique needs. Visit our website at ssbscott.com or in person at any of our locations in Scott City, Leota, Garden City, or Syracuse. Security State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You know how they say the most important thing in real estate is location, location, location. Well, location is critical to seed innovation as well. Every year, Pioneer conducts more than 17,000 on-farm trials to make sure the seed you plant has been proven to perform in your location. Pioneer, our name is our mission, and what's next happens here. Contact me, Kevin Davis, with Precision Ag and Seed at 620-874-0478 to learn more. And go Beavers!
Not even the weatherman knows for sure what tomorrow will bring. But if there's no rain in your future, a drought can and will happen. Although a long dry spell can ruin your crops, it shouldn't ruin your life. Make sure you secure your future with multi-peril crop insurance from QBE, NAU, and Western Kansas Insurance. You and your family deserve the QBE, NAU peace of mind. See Western Kansas Insurance Services at 310 Court Street in Scott City, Kansas today for more information. NAU Country Insurance Company and this business are equal.